Hello cookies, it's Siri. I am back. Exactly a year ago I brought you a video about vasectomy with...
It was at this moment that she knew she f***ed up.
someone. And a year later I'm bringing you another video. It's been a while. Hello cookies, it's Siri. I am... I can't do...
Who's the professional here?
I don't know, not me obviously. Hello cookies, it's Siri. I am back. And now that I live in Berlin, of course, I have to bring you a video about vasectomy in Berlin. And so today I have a special guest. It's my current boyfriend.
It was at this moment that she knew she f***ed up.
Hi.
I'm still thinking about the fact that I said current.
You're planning on changing me.
I mean, technically, since last year I had a vasectomy in Stockholm with a guy that lives in Stockholm, and now I have vasectomy in Berlin with a guy that lives in Berlin. Next year, maybe I have a video with someone that lives somewhere. I mean, it's a series, right?
Yeah,
in French, we have the saying, jamais deux sans trois. Never two without three.
No, the second time is just a confirmation, and that's enough confirmation for you.
And I would just like to mention that I did not move to Berlin to be with him. I moved to Berlin and then I met him. So that happened after the move. I did not leave Stockholm to be with him. He catfished me, cookies, because on Tinder, what did you write on Tinder? 181?
83.
No.
Yeah.
You're not 183 though.
181 is what my ID says.
So you did catfish me because your ID says 181 and you wrote 183 on Tinder, so you did catfish me actually. We never managed to get to this point before. This is actually, cookies, this is the first time he admits it because I've been telling him since you met him.
I always said my ID says 181, but also that I think it's outdated.
He thinks it's outdated.
The last time in the hospital I checked, this was 183. But I'm not sure if I wore shoes.
Even though his ID says 181 anyway, I think he's probably 178. But he is still taller than me because I'm officially 160, so...
And she wants to make me smaller than with my first ID when I was 16. My first ID said 179.
Okay, then maybe you're 179, but
As I
definitely
was
not
still
180
growing
at
as a
least.
teenager.
No, some people stop at 16. That happened to me.
And some people keep growing. Maybe I'm 190 now. Nah.
Also, you're a grower. So basically, this boyfriend of mine, let's call him Sebastian, which is his actual name. And yes, you get to hear his real name. Did his vasectomy this morning at 11, right? The first question is, how long did it take?
All in all, maybe 20 minutes. Like the procedure itself, I did not track.
You don't need to yell, actually. We've already calibrated
Yeah,
it.
I thought it was normal.
No, because you're right in my ear and you yell it, so I'm just here like, no.
So I think the procedure lasted about between 10 and 15 minutes. Basically, I was done before 11:30, so I was not even half an hour in the doctor's office at all. So it went quite fast, but also was expected because they say procedure takes about 15 minutes, and I can confirm that.
Did it hurt?
Not at all. Actually, the only stuff I felt was the application of the, what is it, antiseptic? Before?
Anesthesia?
No, like before, so there's no infection chance.
Yeah, antiseptic, yes.
The orange stuff. Then for the anesthesia, there was 2 punctures.
Oh, 2? I
Yeah,
thought just 1.
No, it was like on, kind of on both sides.
Oh.
Like left and right.
And I thought it would be on the crotch area, like where the legs meet the crotch, but you said it was right on the testicles.
But after that, I felt nothing. So I think it was good, like no pain at all. Even the puncturing from the anesthesia was not, it didn't hurt, it was like, ooh, okay. And that was it. So no complaints on my side.
The question that is the most important, how much did it cost?
Well, for me it was about 500 euros, like 499 and some cents.
Actually, I asked him earlier, cookies, and when he told me that I died, please continue, sir, while I try to come back from the dead.
Basically, because it's not a necessary procedure, and it was on my own will, and there was no health complications for me before. I paid it out of my own back. But usually in Germany you paid yourself unless there were health concerns which lead to the procedure. But for me, no, it was just I'm paying for what I get, or in that case lose.
So in Sweden it's 20 euros and in Germany it's 500, which is freaking crazy to me. It's what was that?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure, Cookies, if you heard, but there was a really loud screaming outside the window, so... Do you feel any regrets?
Not at all, no. No, for me, nothing at all. I mean, obviously I thought about it before. I never intended to have kids in any stage of my life. Like maybe in my 20s it was just a general, okay, is it actually an option for me? But I was always like, I don't care. And the older I get, I have a 3 in front of my age, the more sure I am, no, I do not want that. If everything went well, there should be nothing happening down there anymore, like regarding the kids.
It would be sad if nothing were to happen down there anymore.
I had to correct it. The rest should function as before. No, now there's still... It's kind of weird, like I felt, okay, that's a big decision, so now I should feel very different. I do not. Basically, I feel the same as before, because I guess for me nothing changed in the sense that my plans are the same, so all good for me. I'm not for the person dying outside, but well.
The anesthesia has surely worn off by now, because it was at 11 and now it's 6. Yeah. So does it hurt? Does it feel weird?
No, so far I'm surprised, like I barely feel anything. I still feel there, so yeah, the feeling has returned. It's not like I'm still not feeling. From time to time there's a small, let's say, itching or like pull feeling. In that case I just kind of readjust my seating position. There's no bad feeling. When sitting on a chair it felt normal.
This is only my second experience of vasectomies. Obviously not on myself. Both times no one has needed painkillers or to ice their jewels or anything like that. So far, for me, 100% of the time it's been really easy peasy from what I can tell, and not that scary, doesn't take long.
Should be money well invested.
Yeah, because how much are condoms anyway?
Depending on which condoms you get.
But the ones that we have are super expensive.
I think it may be like €10 for... What is it, 8 in the pack?
Yeah, it's so freaking expensive. But then again, it's because we have the special big size, whatever. It's true, right? It's true. And also, Cookies, I can't remember if I've ever mentioned this to you, but first of all, I always get tested when I get into a new relationship. I did that with the previous one. We went together and got our results at the same time, and it's the same with Sebastian here. We went together to get tested and we got our papers on the same day and we're all clear. So when I enter a new relationship, we get tested, and of course I've had a tubal ligation, but I prefer double protection just to be on the safe side. And so even though I have a tubal ligation and they burnt my tubes and it should be fine, there's no way of testing really. And so far it's been okay. For me, it's really important that the person that I'm with also takes responsibility for our sexual health, and that's why we go and get tested, and that it's not just on me with the responsibility. And so now it's like condoms and my tubal ligation. Soon it's going to be freedom. Also, Cookies, if you have gotten a vasectomy or a tubal ligation, remember that those are not safe for STDs. You can still definitely get STDs, and so getting tested is the way. My mother told me when I was a teenager that it's safer to get tested every year. Even if you're in a committed relationship, this person is really... What the hell is actually happening outside there? It's like a sneeze or a yell or someone just messing with the neighborhood. Yes! It's so crazy! Yes, I've never heard that stuff before. I do get tested once a year during the spring, whether I'm in a relationship or not. Now we did it together in December. Now it's soon spring. I don't think I'm going to get tested. Have you been faithful?
Yes.
And I have as well, so I think we're good. So not this year. next year. Do you feel less of a man?
No. For me, it doesn't change anything.
For me, it changes a lot. For me, he's more of a man now. I would not consider a serious relationship. That was a good one. I mean, I guess if they're playing around, that was a really good one. That was a really good scream. 10-10! I would not consider a serious relationship with someone who does not have a vasectomy or is not considering it. So someone would be like,
no, maybe, I'm not sure.
Is someone that I would not consider seriously, because I have mentioned this before in many videos, but I try to mitigate future risks in my life. And someone who is iffy about a vasectomy for me would be risky, because I would always wonder if that person is trying to change my mind, potentially thinking about changing their minds, or just waiting for the right time, or on the fence, like a fence sitter. If you hang out a lot on Reddit, you know what a fence sitter is. It's someone who hasn't really decided yet what they want. And that is just so freaking risky. I don't want to spend 5 years with someone and then we're already married, probably, because I'm not going to be not married with someone that I've been together 5 years with. And so they tell me, oh, by the way, you know, I did not want to get that vasectomy when we were dating 5 years ago, because now I want kids. I always wanted that window open for me. And so for me, that's a no-go. That's just a no. I can't consider anyone seriously. But at the same time, I did not ask him to get the vasectomy. I did not pressure you. I did not tell you that you would be single if it's not happening, right?
No.
I thought you would say a joke and say, please save me, cookies, if you read this. Yes, like a secret
It's a serious
signal.
topic.
All right, let's be serious. Let's be serious. I mean, I am wearing a shirt, so I just wanted to call a match with you. But anyway, I did not pressure him, I did not force him, and that's the thing for me. I think it's bad, actually, if you try to force a surgery on your partner, because it's their body, it's their choice, they have the freedom of deciding what they want for themselves. And so I would not ask it of someone, but I would still look at them weird if they're not getting it. I would not waste my time with someone like that, been there, done that does not want to get a vasectomy, I mean, and no, that just does not fly with me. On Reddit, I've read people that are like, oh, is it dust coming out? Yes, you can find a lot of cool stuff on Reddit, but asking people, hey, am I going to be shooting dust? People on there will just troll you because they're going to think you're dumb, so they're going to say, yes, happened to my grandpa and all the people I know, because that's what people will say it happened to, insert someone there. And so no, you're still going to be shooting things, it's still going to be normal looking and normal, I was about to say sounding, but no, it doesn't make sense, so like, but it's going to look the same, just 5% less, and which is nothing, no one will ever notice that. And yeah, the sensations, everything will be exactly the same, but you do have to get tested, because some of the active little guys are still going to be in the canals, and so if you think that, oh, now it's instant, you can do whatever you want without protection, a baby might happen. It's very common that when it fails, and you read studies about why it has failed, it's because people haven't waited long enough, or they have not expelled yet the guys that are still active in there, so you have to expel them. And usually those kinds of things the doctor will tell you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can leave them in the comment section down below. I will get back to you, or I will get Sebastian to get back to you. One of us will get back to you for sure. If someone else doesn't pretend to be one of us and tells you that you're going to shoot dust afterwards, it's not any of us. Alright, cookies, I will see you then at the next video. Bye!